Today, we are taking a look at the world of the police. Our brave men and women in blue have sworn to protect and serve, but sometimes it's more like protect and swerve, as we see in these funny police fails, falls, and the pursuit of just desserts. These two Keystone cops in England are more about busting a move than busting a bad guy, and the crowd loves it. Next, we go to a cow pasture where a police officer has been tasked with trying to catch a runaway bovine. Despite his best efforts, the cow is an uncooperative suspect, and just when the good policeman thinks he has it fenced in, he needs to move out of the way. This sheriff's deputy puts down his baton and picks up a little whip and neigh-neigh. This next police officer tries to one-up him by doing the viral Kiki challenge. If she pulls you over, you have the right to remain grooving. These police officers in Wisconsin are riding on some barrels while practicing for a high-speed chase on the farm. You never know when that goose is going to go on the run. Or a pony for that matter. Here we go to Clewiston, Florida, where a suspect was being nay good. Officer McLeod responded to a loose horse on US Route 27, and after some negotiations, the little pony was put in custody and walked safely home. We assume bail was paid in hay and oats. Next, we head to the Rapid City Police Department, where the K9 unit is getting fitted for some new shoes to improve grip while running, catching, and sniffing out the bad guys. However, this highly trained dog has a real nose for when something stinks and isn't a fan of these new kicks. He's doing the high step. Maybe suspects will just give up when they see him coming, so he can stop running like that. Speaking of officers biting off more than they can chew, this policeman does a deadlift that is dead to rights. Only thing this needs is 3 donuts. This woman just wanted to do some performance dance art in the middle of a protest, and as scores of police marched down the street, she was not going to give up her performance spot. Some police officers walk the beat. These two hop the scotch. And now we go to Venice Beach, California, where some hungry policemen take a break with In-N-Out burgers on the back of a patrol car. The food had been picked up hours ago, but it's so hot in California that day, they were able to reheat the burgers right on the hood. These little cheerleaders lead a cheer that would warm anyone's heart, as this good-natured police officer learns to cheer with them after a school football game. Give me a C, give me an O, give me a P, give me an S. Go Cops. On Taco Tuesday, this hungry officer knows it is time to protect and sombrero. Now, this would make a great cartoon show. It's called Officer Pete and Peter the Rabbit. They solve crimes together, but Officer Pete has an intense phobia. He's terrified of bunnies. However, instead of bunnies, the one thing you should really be scared of is ghosts. It looks like nobody called the Ghostbusters, but these police officers are trying to solve the mystery of why there's a ghost in the machine. Time to call Scooby-Doo. And this has to be the fishiest suspect to ever enter a police station. A man was arrested while wearing flippers, and they didn't give him time to remove them as he flopped his way inside. He was allegedly arrested for trying to steal a watermelon. Sounds like a lovely summer day in jail. Does your local police department have a mascot? This police dog at a supermarket is here for some community outreach and sliced deli meat. When a possum got into a car engine, the police jumped into action and would not let him play dead. When you are training to be a police officer, the number one thing they check for is that you can understand object permanence. Whoops. This brave officer took on some friendly fire. Here we go to Beverly Hills, California, where even the Beverly Hillbillies know that there is only so long you can park your Lamborghini in the red, no parking zone before it will get pushed along. This driver couldn't start his and needed to walk it along like a poor person. Just because he got mop duty at the station today doesn't mean he can't make it fun. These dance moves came in handy when he had to do a stakeout at the club. While these officers and a suspect didn't get to go to the Olympics, this has to be one of the wildest athletic foot pursuits of all time. Officers arrived at a home with an arrest warrant for a 38-year-old suspect climbed out of a window and tried to bounce away. Too bad the police did not add kangaroos to the K9 unit. And finally, we have an adorable traffic stop. After a driver failed to maintain a lane, officers pulled over an elderly driver who had just come from a dance hall. Honestly, this should be what they do for sobriety tests. An old man comes out and you have to learn the two-step. If you can do the two-step with Seymour, he gives you a ride home and a candy and puts you to bed. Win-win. What is the funniest interaction with police you have ever seen?